Well, hello there, and good evening, everybody. Excuse me. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area, near Westtown Commons Shopping Center on Walker Road. Actually, it's right behind the shopping center. Ready to give you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days here in just a few moments. Turned out to be a cloudy, drizzly day, cooler, but warmer days are coming. And sunshine's finally going to come back probably late tomorrow afternoon. Probably have to wait till then. And oh well. Well, at least kind of a decent weekend's coming, if that's any good consolation out of all this. I'm going to go ahead and read you a few of the stats, and then I'll let you look at the radar here in just a moment. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and let you look at the radar while I'm sharing with you the stats, since it is actually raining outside. Alrighty, hold on. Got it aimed for the Jackson area, of course. You do see some green echoes there. That's indication of the light rain or drizzle right here in Jackson, and especially points to our west. Let me see if I can broaden it out a little. That's pretty good showers going on over west of Memphis, over in Arkansas, but as you can tell, it's moving due south and then eventually over here in the middle Tennessee. That's right. It's moving counterclockwise. It's let me see if I can get a little bit of a broader view here. Might be able to see it better. Maybe I should have put it on that one to start with. Now this one does okay. Maybe this will work. This view here might show it a little bit better. So if I can bring the camera, there we go. That's a little bit of a fall off of the range, but you can see the low pressure is right on top of Jackson. See, Jackson's right in the middle there. It's right on top. And showers around us, both sides, northwest, east, and south. And we got to let this part move through tonight and tomorrow to get rid of all of it, but it's on its way. The heavier showers over in Middle Tennessee, as you can see, from about Nashville and points east. They actually got some pretty good storms over there in Middle Tennessee tonight. Over there, and as you can see from this radar view, right between Nashville and Knoxville, kind of around the Crossville area, and it's raining pretty good over in that area. And not as heavy over in Arkansas, but it's still pretty good though. And remember, up in this area, Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, and Pocahontas, and all those areas, is where a lot of that levee problem's been going on, with all those heavy flooding going on. We're on the edge here in Jackson, but we'll get into more of that action to our west a little later on tonight. Probably, I'm going to say most of it's going to end up coming heaviest between midnight and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then it'll let up to around noon and then probably quit. Well, at least that's the ideal right now. Last I heard off of various media sources that flooding is really severe up around the St. Louis area. Matter of fact, I believe the main highway up there, what is it, 55 that goes into St. Louis from down here, I believe it's completely closed just south of St. Louis. And Highway 44, if I've got the number correct, southwest of St. Louis is also closed. So people wanting to get in and out of St. Louis can't do it, not from those highways anyways. So good luck with your traveling. And that'll probably be going on for the next few days anyways. Alright, I'll let you continue looking at the radar while I give you the stats here. As of 5 p.m., here in North Jackson, the skies are cloudy with drizzle as of 5 p.m. The temperature then was 54 degrees. The dew point was 53 degrees. The relative humidity was 97%. The winds were out of the west at 10 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.62 inches of mercury. Today's low so far has been 53 degrees, and today's high was 66 degrees. Now that 66 occurred early, like around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, and it's been slowly falling since then. By the way, since I did miss yesterday's recording, I apologize for that. I'll go ahead and tell you that yesterday's low temperature was 51, and the high was 79, and we had 12 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday here in North Jackson. Now today, since midnight, I've had 21 hundredths of an inch of rain so far. Okay, the lowest relative humidity today was 81%, and that was at 1 a.m., while the highest was 97%, and that was at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. The lowest barometric pressure was 29.57 inches, and that occurred at 9 a.m., while the highest barometric pressure was 29.66 inches, and that occurred at 1 and 2 a.m. Now today's highest wind gust was out of the south at, out of the west. Out of the west at 27 miles per hour, and that occurred at 9:45 a.m. this morning. The sun will be setting tonight at 7:44, be rising tomorrow morning at 5:59 a.m. Whoa, it's coming up before 6 o'clock. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 2:43 a.m. and be rising tomorrow afternoon at 3:02 p.m. Today's records for May 4th would be hottest high 91 degrees in 1952 and 2014. The coolest high would be 56 degrees, and that was in 2013 when that happened. And the warmest low would be 69 degrees, and that was in 1959 and 2012. And the coldest low for today would be 35 degrees in 2013. Boy, 2013 was a cold year, wasn't it? Low of 35 and a high of 56. My goodness. But anyways, rainfall record for today would be 2.11 inches, and that fell in 1953. Okay, now that you've got most of the, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do something a little different. I'm going to go ahead and read the forecast to you through a few days, then I'll go through the maps. How's that sound? Tonight, so I'll tell you what, I'll go to let you look at the radar. Let's look at tonight's forecast map. That'll help a little bit. The forecast map for tonight, I'll just leave it right there. That's perfect. For tonight, as of 3:50 p.m., National Weather Service's featured map shows that low pressure going to them. It's right over western Kentucky, around Paducah. Okay, anywhere from here to Jackson, then. From there to Jackson, rather. From Paducah, Kentucky to Jackson, Tennessee, that is. That's just about right on top of us there. And you see the dotted area where the rain is, which is over us. And as you can see, there's a warm front to the east of us, cold front to the south of that warm front. And then you can see two highs over South Dakota and Texas. And let me see if I can take a quick view around the country, so you see what's going on in other parts of the country, not just here. Looks like most of the action is going on right here where we're at, in general. Alright, now tomorrow morning's forecast map. Well, look at that. It kind of almost clears up around here. We're getting on the edge of clearing. I was telling you a while ago that the rain might be gone by around lunchtime or so, and the sun may actually pop out. just before it sets tomorrow evening. You see the low over Indiana, and you see the other map features there. I'm going to take another swing around, see if there's any changes. Not a whole lot around the country. Not too bad looking, and this is for 3:38 a.m. tomorrow morning. And go ahead and look at Saturday's real quick. Saturday looks pretty good. Weather should be fair here by Saturday. You see the precipitation is going to be to our east. Now, parts of middle and East Tennessee might get a little rain on Saturday, but even they should clear up, at least by Sunday, I'm sure. I don't have a forecast map for Sunday, though, yet. This one's for Saturday morning at 3:45 a.m. But as you can see, we're not bad. We're on the edge, but it still should be nice, according to this map. As you see, some of the precipitation and wear out west, courtesy of that low pressure systems. And okay, let me put it back to tomorrow morning's map feature. That's tomorrow morning's. Friday morning as of 3:38 a.m. Okay, now let me read you the stats on the forecast, which is pretty close to this. It's going to be mostly cloudy tonight, of course. We still have about a 60, maybe 70% chance for light rain or drizzle for the rest of tonight. It should be mostly cloudy tomorrow morning with a continued 70% chance for light rain or drizzle, but it should be ending near noon tomorrow. Probably remaining cloudy for a few more hours, and the sky should finally clear up, or at least become mostly fair by tomorrow night, right near sunset. Tomorrow morning's low should be about 45 degrees, so it will be kind of on the cool side. Tomorrow's high should be about 64, so it'll be almost the same as it was today, maybe a couple of degrees cooler. We'll have northwest winds at 15 to 30, which is about what we had today, when we had it out of the west at 27 at 9:45 a.m. So it'll be kind of similar in that sense. The skies, like I said, should become fair by tomorrow night. That'll lead to a fair sky on Saturday and a mostly clear sky on Sunday. Got a good weekend coming up. We should have a low of about 45 on Saturday morning, a little chilly. A high of 74, that should feel great, with west winds at 15 to 30. On Sunday, it should be, like I said, mostly clear, with low near 45, and a high of 73, with north winds at 5 to 10. I'll go ahead and give you Monday, since we're getting kind of close to it. Mostly clear, with low near 46, and a high of 78, with east winds at 5 to 10. And actually, it should be generally fair skies all the way down till about next Friday, when there's only a 30% chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms on that day. Now we'll watch that end up being removed between now and next Friday. That's the next chance for rain after this weekend, next Friday. Low near 55 and high of 68 next Friday, with northeast winds at 10 to 20. Kind of give you a little extra day there to look at and all. Okay, well, that's it on the forecast part, and that's the map features for tonight. I guess I don't think there's anything else that I've forgotten. Seems like I have, but I think I got through it pretty good this time. Well, I'm going to hush at that, and hope all of you have a very pleasant Thursday night, May 14th, May 4th, rather, excuse me, 2017. I hope you wake up to a beautiful Friday, May 5th, 2017. And I hope, if nothing goes wrong, I'll be here tomorrow night with an updated video for you. And until then, good night, my friends, and may God bless you.